Hello, welcome to the Dead Instructions. Here, you're going to learn how to play Dead. First things first, you need to pick someone to be designated as Death. Death is important because Death narrates and progresses the players through the game, while making sure that nobody cheats and that everyone is having a good time. But before we get any further, let's go over the objectives of Dead. In Dead, the objective of the game depends on the roll card you receive. If you receive a Reaper roll card, your objective is to kill off all the other players before they find you and eliminate you from the game. If you receive anything but a Reaper roll card, you're considered a neighbor. The objective of the neighbors is to identify all of the Reapers and vote them out of the game before the Reapers kill everybody else off. Once Death has been selected, Death should separate the decks of cards by roll cards, action cards, and personality cards. You can tell the difference in the decks by the color on the back. Roll cards assign specific roles to each player that they will play throughout the game. In the base game of Dead, those roles are Joe Schmo, Archangel, Reaper Hunter, and Reaper. Other roles can be found in our Extra Dead expansion pack. Aside from the Joe Schmo, each roll card has an associated action that they will perform throughout the game, such as murdering, investigating, and life-saving. Action cards give every player a specific action they can use strategically in the game. For example, cheating death, dictating who the person is that gets voted off, neutralizing another person's action card, or making it so another player can't speak for an entire round. Personality cards are personality profiles that tend to get under your skin, like the know-it-all, or the Karen, or the bratty teenager, or the interrupter. The purpose of the personality cards is for each player to use their assigned personality to their advantage, whether that's by irritating and annoying other players or distracting the other players from the main objectives of the game. The options are endless for how a player can use their personality card. Death is to hand out one of each card type to every player in the game. Players should keep the role and action cards a secret, but the personality cards should be shown face up so everybody can see them. In fact, we suggest that everybody goes around and shares their personality card to the group. The amount of Reapers, Reaper Hunters, and Archangels that are distributed in a game is completely dependent on the group and the group size. We have created a reference guide which can be used to determine how many of each roll card you should play depending on your group size. The reference guide can be found in the Dead instructions which are posted online. Once Death has distributed all the cards to all the players, the game is ready to go. Dead is played in rounds, and each round is separated into two parts. The first part of each round is called the Reaping. During the Reaping, the Reapers will murder, the Reaper Hunters will investigate, and the Archangels will save lives. To begin the Reaping, Death will tell everybody to close their eyes. After everybody closes their eyes, Death will tell the Reapers to open their eyes and select one person that they would like to kill. The Reapers will silently deliberate and point at the person that they would like to kill. The Reapers will then close their eyes when Death has acknowledged who is going to be murdered. After the Reapers have closed their eyes, Death will then tell the Reaper Hunters to open their eyes. Once the Reaper Hunters have opened their eyes, Death will ask them to investigate one person. An investigation is performed by the Reaper Hunters pointing at somebody they suspect to be a Reaper. Death will then acknowledge with a thumbs up or thumbs down if that person is a Reaper or if they are not a Reaper. Once the investigation is finished, Death will tell the Reaper Hunters to close their eyes and ask the Archangels to open their eyes. When the Archangels open their eyes, Death will ask them to pick one person to save from murder. Once the Archangels have selected the person to save, Death will ask them to close their eyes. After the Archangels have closed their eyes, Death will then have the whole group open their eyes. Death will then tell the players what happened during the Reaping by letting them know who was killed and if that person was saved. If the victim was not saved by the Archangel, and they do not have an action card that is eligible for play, then they are eliminated from the game. Once a player is eliminated, they need to show their roll card to the rest of the group and they cannot participate for the rest of the game. But if the victim does have an action card they can play, or if the attempted murder was on the person who the Archangel did save, then that person stays in the game and the play continues. After the murder or the life save, the second part of the round begins, which is called the Town Council. During Town Council, everybody is supposed to accuse and explain who they believe is a Reaper. During this time, the Reapers are supposed to deflect the attention off of them, and the neighbors are supposed to identify who the Reapers are. Death should give the players enough time to deliberate and figure out some candidates to vote for. After enough time has passed for the players to deliberate, Death will then hold a vote. This voting period is called the sentencing. During the sentencing, people will vote on who they want to eliminate from the game. Majority vote rules, and whoever receives that majority is kicked out of the game unless they have an eligible action card to play. If an action card is not put into play to save the person from the sentencing, then that person is eliminated from the game and cannot participate any longer and must reveal their role card to the rest of the group. After the town council and sentencing, you will start a new round, beginning with the reaping and then running through and doing another town council and a sentencing. This process will continue round through round until one objective has been accomplished. Either all the reapers have been eliminated from the game, or until the reapers have eliminated all the neighbors from the game. And there you have it. That's how you play Dead. Now go have a good time fake killing your friends and family.